a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He's going to bring it out from deep. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Can't get him to the ground. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open at. Nice job between those two.
Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lowers those pads. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quick completion to the right. Smashes ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires left. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, looking for a space. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's looking for a man on second down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right.
He's off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like...
And that ball is picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
First and 10.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 22 on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Setting up the screen. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to add another.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 11 over Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Defense coming up with points of their own. An interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's now 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. Running with power.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
To the air, it's Burks. Trying to get behind the defense. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, Stanford, 7.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throwing right. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but...
Ooh. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Ole Miss 31, Stanford 7.
The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for... He'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He tries to take the top off.